book series I want to read but I am afraid to start, part 2. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. I've owned the first book forever. This series looks like a roller coaster. I see people crying, I see people giggling and kicking their feet, and it seems like Amber does a lot of plot twists. So I'm very interested in the series. I just have not picked it up yet because I want to give that all of my attention. And I want to make sure that I'm in the right mood for it. Next is the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. This one kind of reminds me of Boys of Tommen, where each character is going through their own trauma. But in this series, each character has their own addiction that they're dealing with. I've heard that the series is very heavy, but so many people love it, and so I want to be in that space to read it and give all my attention to it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. The Plated Prisoner series. I own the first book and have for a while, and I have several friends that have recommended it to me, but it's a long series, and people either seem to love it or hate it, and so it's just one that I haven't picked up yet. But I've heard about Slade and I really want to meet him. This one I'm going to cheat a little bit, but the Windy City series, I read book 1. I didn't like the first one. I just didn't like the main characters, and even if I don't like one of the main characters, let alone both, it's not really going to do it for me. I didn't connect with either of them. I thought they were both really whiny the whole time. But that was the case for a lot of people, it seems. And then they continued the series, and then they loved all the rest of them. But I don't own any of the other books. I still only own the first one, and I haven't found the motivation to get the other ones or even read them on Kindle. The Deception trilogy by Raina Kent. Now listen, I have read Legacy of Gods, Royal Elite, and the Monster trilogy, and I loved all of them. And these are Jeremy Volkov's parents, so I'm like, I've heard Jeremy is a lot like his father, and I'm kind of interested. But I've heard that Adrian is Jeremy times 1,000. And Jeremy is already, he's something. Like, I've heard this trilogy is crazy. So that one I just always psych myself out of reading. Finally, the Souls trilogy by Harley LaRue. I don't really have a good reason for not starting this yet. I own all of the books. From what I understand, it's like a human girl and like a demon, a half demon? I don't even know. But I tend to not read like demon, that sort of romance books. Not really my go-to, not really my thing. But they're so popular, and I have FOMO, and I own all the books, so I'm like, I gotta read it eventually. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you loved them, if you hated them, if they were just meh. Give me all the tea.